Now, the weather today was predicted to be, and they've been wrong in the past, into the mid 90s by lunchtime. So I decided I wanted to head up to Perry's, hang out with the guys for a little while. But needless to say, this when the temperature is like this, the thing I like to do is get out early and get back early. And a good bike to go out on, of course, anytime is my Gpx750R. And over the years, I have had so much fun with this bike. We've used it as a track bike for 3 or 4 years, I think. I have 2 of them. I have a whole spare bike. I have a whole spare set of bodywork. And I have a whole spare set of wheels. So going out on this bike, it's the devil I know, literally. Today, another unpredictable weather day. The weatherman says 50-50 chance of rain. So what I decided to do, I got up nice and early. I'm going to get the bike all set ready to go and see if it is going to rain. Take a look around in the morning because they have lied. They lied yesterday, they lied the day before, and then they lied the other way around where they say it's not going to rain and it does. Yeah, can't believe it. 2 things you can't believe, the government and the weatherman. And my plan was, if the weather does play out the way I hope, is get a nice ride on a Gpx750R. This is a 1989. Restored by Windy over a course of about 500 hours, and Pirelli Sport Demon tires. I've had all kind of tires on this bike. I have Bridgestones and Dunlops and everything. I always go back to having the Sport Demons. They really suit this bike really well. But the first thing we always have to do, move bikes around, play parking lot attendant, feed the fish, feed the barnyard animals, and hope it doesn't rain. Karen's been monitoring the weather and it does not look promising. But even if it isn't, we'll figure this all out once we see the raindrops falling. Now, I always like to ride a clean bike. I know a lot of people think, oh, he overdoes this, but you know what? Having all that wax on the bike, if it does rain today or if we hit an infestation of bugs or whatever, it'll be in my favor. Cleaning it up will be easier. I always check the air in the tires, older bikes, just a habit, just something I like to do every time I ride a bike. I like to know that I'm riding on a correct air, not too little, not too much. And this bike has air suspension, so I always check the air and it's very quick. You have to really get in there with the gauge quickly, or you wind up having to put more air back in. And you have that little hand pump to do it with. It's kind of annoying, but it's a good bike. It has a really nice. It's just a fun bike to ride. It's got a nice growl from the Muzzy muffler too. Okay, you ninjas, no fighting. Come on, no fighting. They are as hungry as I am in the morning. Hungry boys. And the farm is just doing great. Karen is so happy the way her farm is working out. He couldn't be happier. Now, it doesn't look much like rain right now, but it sure is hot and getting hotter by the minute. Time to get out of here. Now, I just love the sound of that Muzzy muffler on this bike. It's a little loud for going through populated areas, but we're going the back way up to Perry's. Not a lot of houses in here. It's a not quite abandoned life after people, but not a lot of population, so that muffler is no problem. Camaro green paint really sparkles on a sunny day like this. I can't picture why rain was in the forecast today. It got hot, it got sunny, the sky was blue, and the Camaro green was just sparkling in the sun. And this bike has air suspension on the rear, and I'm always amazed at myself how long that's lasted, and it never loses or gains air unless you change it. It's a nice unit. Very good Kawasaki. And I really have been happy with the Pirelli Sport Demon tires. This is the third set I've had on the bike, and they last, and they seem grippy, especially on hot days, and not real hard to mount like the Angels are. And for me, the only reason to spend 400 or 500 hours restoring a bike, all that energy and time and the money, of course, the only reason for doing it at all is that it's going to be fun to ride the bike when you're done. And this one's a lot of fun. And like every bike in my small collection, I work on getting the ergonomics right. I have handlebar risers on this to suit me. And it's a very, very comfortable bike to ride. That's one of the nice features. Another sunny day. Hard to believe you could have this much fun for no money.
Don't say no money, it's costing you, you don't know.
No, you're buying coffee today, not me. It's a free day.
So you were number...
157.
157.
And it is hot, and even getting hotter by the minute. By this point in the day, it had really already gotten so hot, I was ready to get out.
Buddy, look, that one.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the wheels on that Aprilia. Nice.
That is a motorcycle.
Nice. Nice to have friends with money, huh?
Friends, period. Buddy.
Oh.
Hey, how come I didn't see you this week?
He had a petting zoo for his birthday. Hey, you know, I don't even have a petting zoo. So Jose steals the little girl's food.
Yeah, he do that.
Listen, why don't you share your sandwich with him? He hasn't eaten in, what, 20 minutes? Half an hour? What are you gonna put, pancake syrup on a sandwich?
No.
Uh-oh. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. What's your name, little girl?
Carly.
What, Carla?
Carly.
Carly, you got old mustard on your face or something there. Don't ever trust this guy. Don't trust this guy. You'll be turning around. If you look that way, if you look backwards, half of that sandwich will be in his mouth already. And he eats like an alligator, and it's gone. You can't even see it after that. Watch out. You better put some thumbtacks in that sandwich.
She doesn't want to give up the sandwich because she won't move from that table.
Oh, I know it, I know it. He's stealing our sandwich. Oh, the gang's rolling in here, but it's getting so hot. Holy mackerel. When it gets this hot, I like air conditioning a lot more than riding motorcycles. We're over 90 already.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Jim.
So what do you think it's worth? Like that?
I used to always say the next boat I buy.
I'm going to try.
There are a bunch of cars on 17 when I was coming up here. Sports car club, all Ferraris and Porsches. Oh, they were flying, boy. Oh, they're all coming out now.
We had a guy Wednesday.
Well, it was a fun day, but we're heading back home. It is just too hot. It really got hot here. Holy mackerel. Now, by taking the back way, I can avoid part of the going through the park where there's just a lot of people, a lot of bicycles and everything. And these roads, they're just as twisty and actually, in reality, just as bumpy too. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, but it's still fun. Now, sometime when I know I have the time, I'll make a couple of passes up and down these roads that are really, there's almost no cars on them today. And they were in pretty good shape. And I go back and forth a few times. It's almost like having your own private little track day. The only thing I didn't realize today, once I got to Route 17, and this really hit me like a hammer because the temperature by now was in really up in the 90s. I went for one final pass thinking I had time to spare. And what really happened, when I got out on 17, came south, there was a terrible accident, and we got stuck in traffic for a good 45 minutes, shut the bike off and just staying there cooking, and ambulances and fire engines, but that kind of ended the day on a sour note. Well, we had a great ride home, but right on Route 17 on the way back there was a multi-car accident and fire engines and ambulances. Kind of took the, I don't know, the shine off the day, but the ride was just beautiful. Bike always is fun to ride. Never a problem with this bike. This bike has really been a rock. Anyway, it's time to go have some iced tea. It's well over 90 degrees. Now, to be honest, as I'm getting older and older, I'm going to be 77 very soon. I don't deal with these 90 plus days as well as I should, and I noticed a lot of people that normally ride were not riding today, or they came to the meetup in their car. So I don't know what that means. But for me, the exercise I get every day by riding and just getting out and getting the fresh air and sunshine and hanging out with the friends and seeing Jose steal half a sandwich from that poor little kid. That was really funny. It made my day complete. Anyway, it's back to the humble bike collection. The maintenance, we got some maintenance issues to do in the next couple of days. And we got some meetups coming up that I've never been to before. It's going to be a great summer. So I hope you're enjoying the videos and sharing these little rides, sharing our adventure. Actually, when you come down, what we're doing is sharing our life in a very special way that only YouTube makes possible. And thank you, YouTube. So again, summer is here. It's time to ride. And thanks so much for watching.